I'm Mike Hackard. Estate planning is one of the most important acts of care you can leave for your family. But here's the truth. Even the smallest mistake, a missing signature, a vague instruction, or an outdated document, can turn that act of care into a source of conflict. Sound dramatic? It's not. I've seen it happen many times. Families who spent years building bonds and legacies suddenly find themselves in courtrooms, battling over technicalities that could have been avoided. So today I want to share the most common estate planning pitfalls and, more importantly, how to avoid them. Why estate plans go wrong. Many people think estate disputes happen only because someone didn't care enough to plan. That's not true. More often, the problem is incomplete or outdated planning. Let me give you an example. A man, we'll call him John, passed away with a will that looked fine at first glance, but it was missing signatures. It had vague wording about who inherited his home. The result? His children, confused and suspicious, ended up in a bitter court fight. What should have been a smooth process turned into years of litigation, escalating legal fees, and broken family ties. John's story isn't rare. Across the country, families face the same thing every day, all because of avoidable mistakes. The emotional undercurrent. Estate planning isn't just legal paperwork, it's emotional. Think about a family vacation home. Without clear instructions on who gets to keep it, siblings might start second guessing each other's motives. Old rivalries resurface, resentments flare. Before long, what should be a source of cherished memories becomes a battlefield. Your estate plan isn't only about dividing assets, it's about protecting your family's peace. The DIY trap. One of the biggest mistakes I see is the do-it-yourself approach. Online templates and quick Google searches make it tempting to think you can handle it on your own. But estate law is not one size fits all. Every state has different rules. Some require two witnesses, some require notarization, some don't recognize certain online forms at all. Imagine thinking your will is solid, only for your loved ones to discover it's invalid because it didn't meet state requirements. At that point, the law decides who inherits, not you. DIY planning may save you a little money today, but it can cost your family everything tomorrow. Why expertise matters. This is where a qualified estate planning lawyer makes all the difference. We don't just fill in blanks on a form. We look at the nuances of your family, your assets, and your goals. We anticipate disputes before they happen. We recommend tools like trust, powers of attorney, and advance health directives that protect your wishes in life and in death. Yes, hiring a lawyer costs money, but it's an investment in peace of mind, and it's often far cheaper than the cost of litigation when things go wrong. The action, steps to avoid costly mistakes. So what can you do to make sure your estate plan stands strong? Let me share 5 steps. Hire a qualified estate planning attorney. Choose someone who specializes in this field, not a generalist. Laws change, and expertise matters. Review regularly. Life changes, marriage, divorce, new children, new property. Update your plan every few years or after major life events. Communicate clearly. Talk to your family about your plan. Explain your choices, especially if they might surprise or upset someone. Transparency today prevents conflict tomorrow. Double check details. Make sure every signature is valid, every beneficiary designation matches your intent, and all documents are properly stored. Prepare for special circumstances. If you have a child with special needs, a business you've built, or assets overseas, make sure those are addressed with the right structures in place. The bigger picture, at its heart, estate planning is about legacy. It's not just about dividing money, it's about protecting family relationships, preserving values, and sparing your loved ones from unnecessary pain. A well-crafted plan says, I cared enough to think this through. I cared enough to make it clear. Without that clarity, families can spend years in courtrooms instead of healing together. With it, they can focus on what truly matters, honoring your life, your work, and your love. Closing. So ask yourself, is your estate plan clear, complete, current? Don't leave your legacy to chance. At Hackard Law, we've guided countless families through these very challenges, and we know that the right planning today prevents heartache tomorrow. If you're ready to secure your legacy, give us a call or visit hackardlaw.com. Let's make sure your wishes are honored, your assets protected, and your family spared the burden of costly mistakes. I'm Mike Hackard. Thanks for watching.